So Meta shares a little higher. This is the company announces 11,000 job cuts. Apparently it's all Mark Zuckerberg's fault. Alex Webb of Quick Take joins us now. They're cutting jobs, but they're not cutting jobs in the labs business, i.e. the Meta business that Mark Zuckerberg thinks is ultimately going to be profitable. How does this change the makeup of this company, and why is it going to be something that investors are going to be kind of okay with or comfortable with?
Well, clearly with the stock down as much as it is and the sort of 15 billion all in all they're spending year on year, that includes the money that they're going to be making from the metaverse efforts, there's clearly a lot more spending that could be tamped back on. Now, the things we're hearing is that they're cutting back on people like HR jobs, recruitment. So perhaps they're not going to be expanding the labs business, the reality labs business, as much as might have been expected, but they're not tamping back on it itself.
Is this going to be enough, Alex, for investors?
Well, we've seen the stocks reaction. I think it was up 7% or something last we saw. That's clearly a recovery. It gets nowhere close to the losses we've seen over the course of the past year. I think investors had their way. They'd say, don't invest in all this metaverse stuff at all. Maybe not at all, certainly not at the pace you're investing at. And that's clearly not happening on the basis of today's announcement.
Can you be a growth stock and cut jobs?
Maybe not yet. I don't know. Like we're seeing the thing we're seeing is we're seeing them spending a lot of money on the metaverse. They're not making as much money from ads just because of the macro environment and the pressures they're facing from Apple and TikTok and others. So that growth story might come back someday if this metaverse thing really picks up. But that looks like it's at least a few years away.